So if my father can cure cancer with his brain, with his willpower, of course I can cure this little lactose intolerance shit. This, my friend, is how I reversed my lactose intolerance. So, first of all, let me tell you how everything started. I used to have problems with my stomach where all of a sudden I had bloating, I had diarrhea, all the symptoms you get from lactose intolerance. But at the time I didn't know it, so I did some scans on my blood. Turns out I'm a lactose intolerant. So, the next period I was kind of scared. I was like, well, shit, I cannot eat lactose products anymore. I loved milk. I loved especially chocolate milk. Bro, that was my favorite drink. I loved dairy products. I loved things that contained lactose. It was not a pleasant time for me, let's put it that way. So what I did was, basically at the time I planned to go to Rome. And Rome is basically famous for products containing lactose. From the carbonaras to the gelatos, to the tiramisus, to cappuccinos, to the pizzas, to everything contained basically lactose. So what I did was, I was like, let's buy some, there has to be some pill that can help me digest that lactose that my organism cannot digest basically. So what I did was I went out and I bought these lactase, I think they're called, these little pills that basically help you when you eat something that contains milk or something like that. So I bought them, I used them for a couple of months, and every time I used to go out and eat something that contains lactose, I used to get one of these pills or two, and I would get the worst bloating ever. I got very bad bloating, very bad gas. The next day I had diarrhea, and it was painful. Every time I ate something that contained lactose, it was shit. So what I did was I went on a different holiday. I went back from Rome. Some time went by, I went to a different holiday, and I noticed that I ran out of these little pills. And I was like, screw these pills, I've had enough of this shit. I'm gonna throw them away. And from now on, I declare myself as not lactose intolerant. I was literally sitting with my girlfriend and I'm like, from this day on, from this moment, I'm no longer lactose intolerant. I don't care. And what I did is I went to the near restaurant and I ordered everything that you can imagine in the menu that contained lactose. And I ate all of them and I didn't care. I was like, from this moment on, I declare myself as a non-lactose intolerant person. What I did was I ate all of this food and I didn't put that much attention on what's gonna happen next. So I wake up the next day, and my stomach is not bloated, I don't have diarrhea, nothing. Everything was perfect. I went on the next day, eating ice cream, drinking coffee with milk, eating pizzas, doing everything that you're not supposed to do. And not a single problem for me. What I did in order to basically reverse my lactose intolerance was I declared myself a normal person, a person that can eat whatever he wants at any time that he wants. See, before when I used to stress about how my stomach can handle this little dairy product like a bitch, I used to have bloating, diarrhea, gas, everything. But ever since I started not giving a single fuck about how my stomach is gonna handle this dairy, I became free of these problems. So you can reverse your lactose intolerance, use your brain a little, use the power of your mind, because this thing inside is powerful. If you put it in your head, you can accomplish anything. I basically put it in my head that I am no longer lactose intolerant, and guess what happened? To this day I am no longer lactose intolerant. 2 days ago I came from Sicily. Basically Palermo is world famous for food bazaars, and trust me, every single product on those shelves contained some kind of lactose. Either if it was the gelato, the mozzarella, the pasta, the pizza, the carbonara, the whatever it is, everything that I ate contained lactose, but I didn't have a single diarrhea, a single gas, single bloating, none of that. I basically reversed my lactose intolerance with the power of my brain, and you can do it too. I'm pretty sure that you can even reverse cancer if you put it in your head. So whatever condition you're struggling with out there, like I struggled with, I remember restricting myself so much that I was actually planning meals, how not to eat lactose, how to avoid cheese, to avoid milk, and it was painful. I wanted to drink milk, but I couldn't because I knew that it's gonna create a problem in my stomach. And right now, what do? Hold on a second, let me show you what I do right now. Right now, this is what I do. I take milk and I fucking chug it, bro. I don't even care because this thing, I refuse this to make a problem in my stomach. And I enjoy it. I fucking enjoy milk, and I'm gonna enjoy it to the rest of my life because I refuse to give some imagined condition in my stomach or whatever it is to control how I live my life. I refuse to give power to the things that take power away from me. So from now on, I declare myself indestructible, basically. If you put it in your mind that you're normal person, that you're not suffering from this imaginary lactose intolerance, I'm guaranteeing you that you will reverse your lactose intolerance. You can cure anything in this world with the power of your mind. You just need to use it correctly. How I used it correctly? I stopped being the victim. I stopped being the victim. I'm no longer scared from milk, bro. That's how I reversed my lactose intolerance. I'm gonna drink it because I love milk, and I'm refusing that milk is gonna make problems to my stomach, to have diarrhea, to have gas, to feel bloated and everything. And I want you to write in the comments any imaginary condition that you have: depression, lactose intolerance, gluten intolerance, whatever it is, any other condition out there, because you can solve anything with your brain. And if you need any help, I'm gonna make sure to help you go through all of these diseases, basically. Now you might say, how am I so sure that it's gonna work? Like, you reversed your lactose intolerance, what if it doesn't work for me? Let me tell you how I'm so sure of this. I'm so sure because I watched at real time my father beat cancer multiple times, not going through chemotherapy, not going through none of that shit. He hasn't been to a doctor in the past like 10 years. He's curing his cancer with his brain power. Every day he wakes up and he prays. Every night he goes to sleep and he prays. And that's how he doesn't drink any pill. He doesn't take any medications, none of that. He is curing himself with the power of his mind. So if my father can cure cancer with his brain, with his willpower, of course I can cure this little lactose intolerant shit. I can cure anything in this world with the power of my brain, and you can do it too. Thanks for watching.